Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to talk about how February tends to be a monstrous month for Cardano, and in the 4 year cycle. We're going to right now we're on TradingView. This is my test computer, so this isn't my actual watch list. It's as simple as going to tradingview.com, typing in ADA USD, and boom, you can check the chart out right here where you are. And this is on the Kraken. It has some of the farthest history that goes back, and this is the chart that I analyze in my trading view technical analysis time of the day that goes way back. So we're probably going to get some pop-up ads here, but I'm just going to show you what you're looking at right now. Oh, let me get into the actual. There we go. We don't want to join for free. No, it's going to freaking take us here. And wow, how does that? That sucks. Let me just refresh. So reload it. Alex Honnold. Okay, so here is the ADA chart. Okay, it's today. I had it switched over. This is now changed to the ADA market cap. It's funny when you do these things in real time. We're going to go to the Kraken. We're going to go to Kraken. And so where I had that chart, okay, this is where I had the chart. Look at the history here. So I actually, where we first started the video, we were right here. This is how I had it set up for you to watch, because I'm going to show you something that's like really amazing. I'll never forget this moment back in 2021, because it's February 1st is my birthday. And I remember that day so clearly 4 years ago when this happened to Cardano right here. This is February 1st. This candle right here. Look at this candle. Look at all this sideways action. Now we're on the weekly chart here. We're on the weekly chart. Let's just kind of like pull a measurement and go all the way across. Look, this is 1,000 days, 144 weeks, 1,008 days of just miserably sideways action. Like, this is where we were. This is where we were pioneering and trying to pump out the Cardano message to people, and nobody cared. Nobody cared for these 1,000 days, and then all of a sudden you start to see some upward volatility, happening here in January, right? And we had a nice little like increase. So if I measure from up here, that was like 268% started to happen when in November, in the fall, into the new year, and then beyond in the first quarter of a new year tends to be a very volatile time. Okay, and look at what happened in February. Look at this. Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Right? Look at this. So in February, on February 1st, this is why I want to show you about where we're at right now. 281% straight up in the air, out of nowhere. Okay, and then it went on to a little sideways action for a while, and then it went all the way up to its previous all-time high, which was it shattered in the month of February. Okay, so now we're at February 21. So if you look at the black little tab on the bottom, it's probably tiny to see it, but every one of these candles represents a week of time. So this candle here is February 1st, and then we go through here at February 21. Okay, February 15th of 2021, this is where Cardano broke its previous all-time high. So if we look back, you see the previous all-time high here was around $1. I think it wicked all the way up, $1.20, $18, $19, something like that, depending on what exchange you were a part of. And it was an exciting time, because when I do a lot of technical analysis, I actually look at previous all-time high measures, and that's something that I was very excited to see happen. Now we don't know when that's going to happen. Obviously, and we did not know when. We knew that this was a very long drug out bear market, and a lot of accumulation happening here, a lot of consolidation, and then boom, we broke out in February. And today, right now, it's January 31st. Tomorrow's February. So just give me a second. If I pop over to the daily, I'll actually take you to the day. I'll reset the chart here once it kind of happens there. So I'll reset the chart. We're going to go back in time. Okay, we're going to go back in time. Every time you reset the chart on a daily or weekly, it sort of just recalibrates, and it's kind of annoying, but just bear with me for a second because here we are now. Okay, I suggest you get on TradingView. It's like, I remember when I first started to look at TradingView, it was so complex, but the more you spend time on it, the better it is. Okay, so this is February 1st. So we just looked at the weekly, right? And you saw that there were like 4 weeks straight up in the air. And so look at February 1st. It's like sideways, sideways, sideways. We have a little bit of an increase, and then sideways, 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 right? It's still a lot of like negative sentiment. And then boom, February 1st, bang, we popped up in that one day, 17%. And then it just started to go on a rip. The second, the third, the fourth, the fifth. On February 5th, right here, where do we go? Boom. 20% in one day. I mean, I remember this. It's giving us this stinking sign up thing. Join for free. We don't want to join. Like, what are they doing? What are they doing? Hitting us with these ads where you can't. Sometimes you can actually just X out of it somewhere. You know, they don't let you X out. Okay. Well, I can't hate on Kraken too much right now because they're about to list SNEC, right? I guess I'm sorry, I'm dealing with a little bit of a cough here. It brings me back to the ADA, market cap. So it tracks the ADA market cap. So I'll just have to go in here and go back to the Kraken. And it's just interesting when you look at it, because right now we're sitting at the time where we're approaching this February moment of time. Look at that. Look at what it started. Here's February 1st. Boom. It just starts to go on a rampage. Day after day after day after day after day. Boom. Up, up, up in the air. And then what was this? On what day was this here? Look at this candle. Look at this. February 10th. We're sitting there like, oh my God, look at all this happening. It must come down, right? And then boom. 33% on February 10th. And then it has a little bit of a retracement and then just continues to skyrocket. So yeah, the 11th, the 12th, the 13th, the 14th, some people are taking some profits, but the bulls are strong and the bears have been exhausted by this point, right? Because we just had that 1,000 days worth of just sideways accumulation. So there's a lot of savvy investors in the mix. Now you got some people taking profits, but the bears began to win. And so for the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days, it just went all the way up on this rampage. Right now, my cursor is hovering at February 27th, literally the entire month. February 28th, it leveled off. And then we started to see a retracement, okay, expected. And then a lot of sideways choppy action before hitting its new all-time high. Okay, and so what day was it that we actually went over the previous all-time high? So it's like this day here on February 26th, at the very end of the month, is the day where we crossed that Rubicon of the previous all-time high, which was $1.20-ish. I'm just going to say that area. And then it was a very exciting battle all the way up to the previous all-time high of $3. Now, why I say all this, we went around. There was a whole nother massive consolidation period, and then we kind of topped out at that $3 mark in the last bull cycle. Okay, just kind of shrink the chart to show you that little mountain, and then we've just see how history doesn't that look the same. Look at this exact, look at all this. Look at all this time. Okay, it's if I take it from. There you go. In the daily, it's a little tougher. So we'll go back to the weekly here before they try to sell us on another avenue there. So look at this. This was like the first bull market ADA went into, all this consolidation, bang, up to $3. Dude, fell off a cliff, went into that wild consolidation period. Sideways action. Okay, 900 days, around 900 days. And then it started to go up. When did it start to go up? Just like we just looked at before, in the November timeframe. So in November, just like back here, when we start to see this, right? When we start to see this pop up in November, okay, it doesn't look like much because of how the chart logarithmically moves into things. But from this metric right there to here was 97%. See, look at that. This went 63% up in November. It started to hustle up. Okay. And then bang, in February, it starts to really accelerate. And what do we see? We see this exact thing. We see this choppy sideways action. And then what happened in November? Boom, we start to kind of come up. And then we're sideways again, coming down. But we're in a bull market, fellas and fellettes out there, right? We're in a bull market. And I've learned to realize these markets have a powerful powerful way of breathing and flourishing within timing bands. And so there's Cardano is way more valuable, as I mentioned in the video yesterday, than it was 4 years ago. And it is still way below its previous all-time high. Honestly, right? Think about this for a second. As an investor or as a holder, we are right there at not even really breaking through that previous all-time high. So could it be the case that February does something where we shatter and we come above the previous all-time high? That would be amazing, actually, right? I think that would be absolutely amazing. And I'm not going to go back into that. It's just put a quick little video out for you. Snack.fun. You got to give it up to Snack.fun. They're fun. We have the John token here. We're still hanging out with every day. I'm going to expose this to you all out there. If you want to help the channel, if you want to help me out, go ahead and grab 5 ADA worth of John or whatever. Connect your Eternal. It's a fun experiment we're doing. We're just going to have fun with this. We're going to stick with it for a while. But February could be a great month. February could be a great month as far as ADA and Cardano is concerned. Okay, the Cardano native tokens, it's fun. You don't have any previous all-time high history, right? When you're looking at SNEC, I mean, seriously, right? When you're looking at SNEC, where do we have it? Do we have, we have them over here. Let's go. Let's real quick. You don't have any previous all-time high. All right. When you're in these markets, it's just, see how there's nothing here. There's nothing here, right? Look how tiny this is. And there's been no breakout, right? You know, there's been nothing with SNAC or any of the Cardano native tokens. 0% of the Cardano native tokens have a previous all-time high that is worthy of calculating any measurement because it happened on the downslope of the bull market, right? And so, yeah, there's a volatility and there's a lot of measurement here to actually, when you come in and you zoom into these charts, you'll recognize that from afar, it doesn't look like much, but my goodness, is it a lot? I mean, this is from this point here up, it's 17,000%. Let's say, where were we at from like this point? 650%. Okay. And so again, it doesn't look that much when you're looking at the chart as it delivers it to you, just resets it. It's like very short amount of time, basically May here, April of 2023. Okay. I mean, if TradingView wasn't trying to sell us on Alex's Honnold thing, we'd see that in May, okay, of 2023, that ADA had it was on the downslope, right? Way on the downslope. So May of 2023, where did SNEC deliver its product? Like around here, right? This whole area. Look at that. That's where it came out. During the accumulation phase, MinSwap was like around here. Okay, MinSwap. Basically nothing, right? When you look at some of these projects, it's like astounding. And so it's exciting though. I have MinSwap and Liquid on my other. I love my so USDC. Let's go to Mexi. They got on there. Look at the chart, guys. It's just nothing, right? I mean, May of 2024. Yeah, MinSwap came out in 2022, and so the chart is just, it's laughable, meaning it just came out. Now, if you go back and you study things like Uniswap, some of the other Ethereum DeFi projects out there and look at what they did in their first bull market, it will knock your socks off. And so this is an exciting time. February could be the month. February could be the month. I have a little note on my paper. It's like fading out. I wrote down MinSwap. I have Liquid, World Mobile. We have, remember when LenFi was ADA? Sunday, Card. Remember Mint? Took advantage of every single thing with MinSwap when it first started. But when it came out, it was, where was it? It was like around here, like May, March, April, May, March. It was like around here, March of 2022. This is when MinSwap and every single Cardano native token came out with the hard fork. So it just actually came into a terrible time of the market. It was not good timing because they had to all survive. It's been a very difficult process for these Cardano native tokens to survive this entire amount of time. How long have they been like building and just, right? It's that 1,000 days. Okay. And so history doesn't repeat itself, but it often rhymes. And that's a big statement. And so you're looking at a similar occasion here. Okay. You're looking at a similar occasion back here of time. And this was ADA. Remember, this was when everybody was like, oh, there's a ghost chain. There's nothing here. The ADA has no value. Like, look what it did. Okay. ADA went from, ADA grew, let me just, 12,000%. Like I know the thing because we were invested in it. It depends on where you take the screenshot for, but at from 3, almost 4 cents up to around its $3 mark, 7,000% up. And if you got in at like the 2 cent mark, which is we were cost averaging in at that time, this entire time, right, working hard to just sort of evangelize the Cardano ecosystem. And now I'm sitting here telling you the same thing about the Cardano native tokens. Okay, the Cardano native tokens are ready. They are ready to explode. Their market caps are small, so they have a ton of room to grow. And it's an exciting time to get on some MinSwap, right? So check it out. Check it out. We're in position. February is going to be a crazy month. It's awesome. If you want to help the channel, go ahead and buy $5 worth of John. We don't know exactly what we're going to do with it yet, but it's a way to support the channel, right? I mean, I don't have the Patreon. I don't have any of that stuff. It's just sitting here. We're a small team. We're building. We're doing good stuff under the hood. We're not getting paid for any of this stuff, right? We're doing it out of the goodness of our heart. And, we'll see what creative things we can do with the John token. But it's a fun time. It's a fun time. And February is a historically amazing time in this space. Like, knock your socks off. Amazing. So if you've been sitting around for years and years and years now, like just with your head down and you've almost exhausted your reserves and you've exhausted yourself and you're feeling down and out and people around you are like, what are you doing? This could be the month. Literally today could be the day where things start to change around, because it's a psychological metric, right? A lot of these the trading is crowd psychology. And people are well aware of Cardano's previous all-time high of $3, right? And so there's going to be an exciting renaissance going on because of the value we have here and the announcements and the things that are just going to pump out announcement after announcement after announcement. So I hope you're in position as you can be, because it's all about being in position and supporting projects that you like. And so if you have any other questions, check us out at cryptofluency.io, our website, and send us a little email there, whatever. We love talking to people, and we'll see you in another video soon. Thank you.